Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2019 comedy crime whodunit, Knives Out. A film that is written and directed by Rian Johnson, but say that quietly because most Star Wars fans see him as the Antichrist after what he did with The Last Jedi. And this film stars Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc, Chris Evans, Ana de Armas, Jamie Lee Curtis, Michael Shannon, Don Johnson, Toni Collette, Christopher Plummer and Frank Oz. And this film focuses on the Thrombys. Now Christopher Plummer plays Harlan Thrombey, who is the head of the family, and he's a very, very successful mystery novelist, and he's got this whole publishing empire, very, very well to do, and all his family members don't get on, they bicker, and then there's one fateful night he turns up dead essentially. It's seen as suicide, however there is a mysterious person who hires Daniel Craig's Benoit Blanc, a world-renowned detective, to investigate the case because they think there is foul play. So essentially from that moment on, Daniel Craig investigates the suicide in the hope that he can solve the case and put a spotlight on the guilty party, and we are then treated to this whole ensemble cast being put through their paces and chewing up scenery here and there. Right, so what did I think of Knives Out? Well, this film is getting a lot of positive buzz right now, and I was really quite looking forward to going and seeing it at the cinema because it's something different. We don't get movies like this particularly often. I know we got The Murder in the Orient Express last year, was it, or the year before, which was okay but a little bit dull, many people thought, myself included. And this one is a step above, really. It's really snappy. The cast are incredible, and it's like 2 hours and 10 minutes or something long, the film, but it feels like 45 minutes because it's so well made, this film, and entertaining, that you can't really take your eyes off the screen. Now the cast here is incredible, second to none cast. I really can't compliment it enough. Everybody shines when they're on screen. Everybody's funny. Everybody's got great dialogue. Everybody gets their moment. None more so here than Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc, who I think gives the performance of his career. That's a bold statement, I know, but I just think I've never seen Daniel Craig as good as this. He is fantastic in this film, but so is everybody else. It's just Daniel Craig is the star of this movie, as well as Ana de Armas as Marta, who is the nurse that looks after Christopher Plummer. She's really kind-hearted, and she's got this really quirky thing where she can't lie. Every time she lies, she vomits, she throws up, it's a really, really fun plot device, if you like, that they use in the film to really good effect. And everybody here, I think, does a brilliant job. It's when they get their moment to shine, it's really, really entertaining. Chris Evans, when he arrives in the film, really lights up the screen and gives the film loads of energy. And it's undeniably entertaining and one of the most watchable films I've certainly seen this year. It's one of those you can watch over and over, and really have so much fun with it, and with the performances. Everybody here is having a great time with this film. It's very, very clear, and everybody's really, really enjoying their role and enjoying the part that they are performing. Rian Johnson here reminds everybody what a talented writer and director he really is, regardless of what you think of The Last Jedi. And if you go back and watch my review on that film and my thoughts on that film, I didn't have that much of a problem with that film, but I understand many people do. And I'm really, really pleased for Rian Johnson because it's put him back on the map, if you like, in a sense of how talented he really is. And this film is easily one of the most entertaining I've seen this year. It really is. It's funny, but not in a silly way. The laughs are all earned, and it's the quirky characters and the way they've been written that really stand out. And this the way it's been written, it's so complex when you actually analyse it and think about it. This web of deceit and all these characters are intertwined in it. Nobody's really innocent here. And then trying to get to the bottom of this awful family and who is actually the guilty party is the fun of the movie, because it's filmed in such a way that when they're being interviewed, you get these flashbacks that shows the level of their guilt in regards to how terrible a person they are, and all the things that they've done wrong. For example, some are having an affair, some are just want money. They're all for example, Michael Shannon's character, who runs the publishing firm for his dad, he wants to move into movies but he won't let him, and they're always arguing, and it does all these flashbacks of this, that and the other, and it's really cleverly done, and there's no part of it that I didn't find entertaining. The only weakness I can give you towards this film is I wanted to see more of the certain characters. I wanted to see more of Jamie Lee Curtis. I wanted to see more of Michael Shannon. I wanted to see more of Tony Collette and Don Johnson, but it left you wanting more, I suppose, which was really good. So I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. I was hugely entertained by this film, I'm not going to lie. I thought it was wonderful, enjoyed every single minute of it at the cinema. I strongly recommend you head out and watch this film. It's the perfect antidote, if you like, for some of the heavier films that we might have watched recently, and I think it is definitely worth checking out. So that's my review for Knives Out. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and of course I'll see you next time for more reviews on Screen Stars.